Crew, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
What's up, guys? Your boy Eru, Die Hard Knicks podcast. Yeah, man, we're getting busy, right? I should have started this podcast a lot earlier, man, but you guys know how I do, man. Summertime, I got little kids. You know, my wife is out doing something. Kids are acting up in the living room right now, but I got them settled. Got some chicken nuggets in them. Got some French fries in them. You know what I'm saying? They're out there playing Smash Brothers on Nintendo Switch right now. So hopefully these guys handle their business in there, and I can get some podcasting going on here, man. So listen, I wanted to do this podcast earlier today. I wanted to do it last night. I saw Sim do something similar. You know, Sim highlighted Trevor Keels. He also highlighted Isaiah Roby, and who was the other guy he highlighted? Trevor Keels, Isaiah Roby, and somebody else. Oh yeah, the young kid. What's this kid's name? Jaleel something Martin. Jalen Martin. Excuse me, young kid Jalen Martin, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever, from the what's the name, the elite team, you know, the high school elite team, whatever, under, you know, the professional team, but just not meeting the NBA criteria stuff. So he got a chance to talk about those guys. But there's one player in this list here that I really want to talk about as far as some of the continuity too. So this one of the things I really want to point out is that the Knicks are trying to create that continuity, you know, trying to create a sense of you know, like culture. We keep talking about culture. That's something that keeps being like it's like a cliche kind of thing. But you know, every year you gotta bring somebody back, somebody that's gonna teach somebody else something. So that's where guys like you know, Daquan Jeffries comes in, man. So shout out to Daquan Jeffries. Let me just pull him up real quick. Just gonna do just like a shotgun podcast, man. I just wanted to get it out, get my thought process out here so you guys can see where I'm coming from. Daquan Jeffries, man, he's becoming like this is like a veteran G League guy. I don't know if he'll ever contribute to the regular roster. I believe in his game. You know, I think he's tough enough to contribute. We've talked about him, like crazy on this podcast. Other podcasts have talked about him too. If you don't know who he is, man, I don't know why you're even on this channel. You know, because you should be in tune with these players. So I mean, 6'5" guy. He could play small forward. He could play a little bit of a point. He's really a shooting guard. You know, like I said, very tough guy. So I mean, like if we make trades and stuff like that, I would feel so confident to put him in there in the rotation if we needed to. 12th man, somebody just to be on the roster just in case we need somebody to play. Like Fournier. Like Fournier last year was reduced to just being like a emergency start, emergency rotation guy. I could see Daquan Jeffries filling that spot, man. This guy here, I think he's that good. You know, so shout out to Daquan Jeffries. But you know, there's quite a few other names here. I'll just read them out. You got Charlie Brown Jr. I'm not gonna talk about them too much, you know, because all these guys have been stars at some point in their careers, where they were overseas or whatever, you know. But I just don't want to overemphasize how great these guys are going to be, because this is summer league. If these guys were that good, they wouldn't be in summer league. You get what I'm trying to say? But anyway, Charlie Brown Jr. He's a good player. You know, just keep eye out for him. He's going to be an aggressive player. I think he's a scorer. at the guard spot. Michael Forster Jr. I want to talk about him. Michael Forster Jr. Is part of the same elite programming that they have out there. He didn't really go to do the college thing and whatever. But I've been following this kid for a long time. I feel like he's been in his body for a long time. So, like I said, we'll get more in depth in Michael Foster in a second. But I just want to read off some names. Garrett, I'm interested to see what he looks like. Justin Hamilton, some names that just sound familiar. There's been Justin Hamiltons out there in the past, so he reminds me of the dude that used to be in St. John's back in the days. Jalen Harris, for those that don't remember him, he's been in the summer league for maybe like the last 2 3 years now. So this is probably like the third summer league that he's been in. He's played in the G League system. So this is somebody that you just bring in here because you know what to expect. He knows what Dice K is going to do. Whatever the summer league, it was that Desana Diop is now the G League coach now. So I mean, there's a continuity that the Knicks are trying to contribute here. So the same thing with Daquan Jeffries, where he's going to bring as far as maybe from a scoring standpoint, defensive standpoint. Jalen Harris, he should be able to do the same thing with the ball handling, defense, and stuff like that. That's what he's really known for. The scoring and stuff like that. All these guys can score, but that's where he's going to get his bread and butter within the NBA if he ever makes it that far. Trevor Keels, this is our rookie from last year. He's actually like basically the same age as some of the rookies coming in now because he was a younger player last year. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like a lot of baby fat. I'm hoping that he lost some of that. Because there's quite a few. That's one thing. If you're in the pros, man, playing basketball, you have to be in shape. So walking around with baby fat and not being in top notch shape, that's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. So Trevor Keels, he gets a pass because he's young. Obi Toppin got a pass and he was 25. I'll talk about him whenever I get a chance. I really want to talk in depth about what I feel about Obi Toppin and stuff there, but that's for another pod, another time, man. But Jalen Martin's another kid that's very exciting. Like I said, Sim talked about him last night. This kid has star potential. He has starting potential. This kid, Jalen Martin, and we got him for free, but off the G League Elite team. So one thing about Jalen Martin, if I could say real quick, is that he basically was like one of the top three, young players coming in that elite program. But of course the Amen brothers, the Amen and Asua, whatever his name is, both of those Thompson brothers, they were the top guys. You know what I'm saying. As far as the draft and as far as the notoriety, those guys got most of the spotlight. But this guy was basically number one entering that league before those guys made it known that they were going to do the elite thing instead of going into college and stuff like that. Khalid Moore, I'm not really too sure about Khalid Moore, and the name sounds familiar. So I'm intrigued by a lot of these guys. QJ Peterson is a point guard, 6 foot point guard. European guy. Played overseas and stuff like that. He actually could play pretty good, man. He's very fearless kind of a player. Can score. I don't know about passing too much, but I know he's like one of those short guys that's like looks to score too much. That's the reason why that he's not in the league. You know what I'm trying to say? Isaiah Roby, he shouldn't be in the league in the summer league right now. But right now it's about the continuity. That's the reason why he's there. A lot of people were asking like, oh, if he's so good, why is he playing in the summer league? He's been in the league for several years. Like I said, it's to get assimilated to what the Knicks are trying to do, get familiar with certain players. Daquan Jeffries is one. Trevor Keels, like I'm trying to say here. Dice K is also part of the thing, just to get familiar with the language and the playbook and stuff like that. David Shriver is interesting. Western Virginia player. He's a sniper, man. He looks like the father from Webster. If I could put that up real quick. Father from Webster. For those that know, Mr. Papadopoulos, John Papadopoulos, whatever his name is. If I can get the picture up here. Let me see. Get a better picture of this guy here. For those that don't remember back in the days, this guy looks just like the Papadopoulos kid, man. The ex-football player Alex Karras. I think he played for the Dolphins and stuff like that. Very good defensive player. This is from Webster and stuff like that. So it makes me laugh to see that because that's the first thing that I saw when I saw this guy Shriver. So I mean, just for shits and giggles here, let's do David Shriver basketball. David Shriver basketball. So I mean, I got the wrong name there, but Shriver. David Shriver basketball. This is him here. I mean, doesn't he look exactly like the dude from Webster? The father from Webster. It's like so silly. But I'm really anxious to see this guy hit some jump shots, man. This is one guy that I really like. Crowd favorite. You want to talk about, man? This guy can start hitting threes, man. That's going to be really fun in the summer league. This guy, Dimitrio Skapanstev, whatever his name is, you can see him here on the left hand side of the corner here. He's actually was a starting center for the G League team for a little while too. So we'll get into some stats in a second. Race Thompson, I thought he was related to the Thompson brothers, but he's not. So I think it's no relation to him. I'm not sure if he's a cousin or something like that. But definitely fits the same build there. 6'5" kind of guy, a little bit heavy. He needs to get himself in shape. We'll see what he can do in the summer league too, man. So just some continuity stuff here. I'll take a look at the last year's G League stats. These are some of the players here. This is that dude I was talking about. Can't pronounce his name for nothing, man. But this is him here. He's from the Ukraine, as you can see. You can check out his stats here for the last couple years. He averaged 23 points per game a couple seasons ago. For cumulative between two teams, he averaged 23 points per game, only 2.5 rebounds, 2.9 assists. So that's a problem for a guy that's no that's somebody else. So let me make sure I get the right guy. It's a different guy. So is that the center? No, that's Svi. I'm looking for this guy here, Dmitry Kapenansky. So that was Svi. I never saw Svi's full name. So that's it there. So I mean, he did play for Westchester. So this is correct. He played for Westchester, made 18 minutes, only 8 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, 1.6 assists. So I mean, you're not looking for somebody that's gonna blow you away here. But he did get a couple starts, 8 starts. He played decent. I believe he had 18 points one game. Kind of less soft, your typical European kind of guy. I don't know if he's going to show any toughness or anything outside of that. 3-point shot, he has it. He didn't really shoot too well in Westchester, but he does have the 3-point shot. Getting to the basket, driving to the basket, little post up moves and stuff like that. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy. But that's something to look forward there too. He's actually a legit 7-footer too. So that's one thing about Dimitros Skapenenskev, whatever the hell his name is, man. But I don't think he has a shot in hell making any basketball team. But that's just what we're looking for, looking at here with certain guys. Like I said, we mentioned Daquan Jeffries, man. I'm not gonna click his I guess I could click what he's been doing the last couple of years with the G League. You know, like I said, I devoted plenty of pods to Daquan already. So I mean, if you're not familiar with him, you should get familiar. So 16 points per game uh last year, or what is this? 16 points per game. So CPS. So I mean, this is something I don't know what's going on here with this thing because this is definitely not the correct stats. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So let's go back to him and just scroll over to see what his stats is looking like. Because I know he was averaging a decent amount of points. It wasn't 16. It was a little bit more than that. So they have him averaging 18 points per game here. Make sure I scroll it over. So he was averaging 18 points per game last year. Daquan Jeffries, 6 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1 steal. So I understand. I clicked his picture and then something else popped up. You know what I'm saying? So that's basketball reference there for this fucking with me on my live stream, man. Trevor Keels supposed to be our guy here. We were like laughing at them because they were saying that he was like really our number 1 pick this year. He is not. Okay, so 12 points, 3.7, 2.6. As far as the percentages are atrocious all across the board. From the 2-point range, 3-point range, field goal percentages, and free throw percentages. Just a bad shooting player, but a guy that came out of high school as a great shooting player. So I mean, the intrigue is there. Hopefully, this guy can figure it out. Anybody else here from our system? Nobody else really. Like I said, some of those other guys were on the team previously, but they weren't on the team last year. So those are certain players that are within in the system that are familiar with the Knicks system. One guy like that everybody wants is going to look at, but is Isaiah Roby. Like I don't want this guy to get hurt. I don't expect him to play a lot of minutes, but I mean, if he does play, I can't see how this guy is not going to score a lot. Because he's a veteran. Like I said, he really shouldn't be there. So it's going to be embarrassing, like if he doesn't play well, because then it's going to be talked about and stuff like that. But this guy's really good. This guy's really good. This guy's good enough that back when I thought that we were going to get rid of Julius when he wasn't playing well after that first season and the second season and stuff like that, in the third season, I thought Isaiah Roby would be really nice, man, especially with Obi. I thought he would be a better option instead of Obi Toppin, just because of the physicality. He still can shoot threes and still can jump. So if you want to get off on a 3-point shot and watching somebody dunk the basketball, Isaiah Roby can still could do both. You know what I'm saying? Except that he's going to do the other things. He's going to be able to be physical, post up. He's going to be able to do all real basketball stuff, instead of the shit that you people think that Obi Toppin was doing as an imagination. If you want to count the 40-point games, 30 something point games he was getting at the end of the season when he was playing against basically G League talent. So like I said, I expect Isaiah Roby to kind of get busy. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt, man. Who else we got here? Michael Forster. So this is somebody that I'm interested in here. Like I said, I've been following this kid for a while on Instagram. Just watching him develop, just because he's like 6'8", but he's been 6'8" since like high school, since like early on in his high school career. So it's interesting to see this guy. One thing about him I gotta say is that like he has no neck. Guys that have no neck kind of weird me out a little bit. But he, like I said, he's tall, jumping bean kind of guy. I think he had a little bit of knee issues and stuff like that. But let's take a look at it. So he played for the actual G Elite team. Make sure I get the sound off here. But he actually did play for the G League Elite team. So I got the wrong YouTube page up here. Anyway, so real quick, man, just so I don't get no copyrights here, is a good, strong post-up player. It's definitely something that he's been building up. String bean legs, old school, like kind of like 1970s, 80s legs there. But as you can see, nice post-up players, young players. I think he's like 21. You know what I'm saying? Here he goes, waiting to get the post ball there. Nice little post up, strong, under control, fadeaway jump shot. I'm hoping to see that too. I want to see Isaiah Roby play. Isaiah Roby might get some burn at center because that's what he played in OKC. But just watching this kid here, you can see some athleticism there, blocking shots at the rim. I would like to see him get up real quick on a dunk and see before we switch off to the next thing here. All right, this is play it out here. I just want to catch him getting in the air for a dunk. Here he goes, gets the rebound, nice little pump, bounce. Very slick player, knows how to get around in the paint and stuff like that. Good defensive instincts and stuff. Let me see some more. Any more spicy highlights here? Looking for him there on the pick and roll. Nice little control with the ball there. Still able to get the ball up over the defender. Good stuff. As you can see there, he's waiting in the post again. He's really good at getting the post position. Strong enough to get up and dunk over guys. Very mature for somebody his age. And somebody with his experience and stuff. So it's very interesting. Watching the rim there, looking for his opportunity to get into the spot. Nobody's boxing out because the young people don't box out. But he's very strong, can finish on the inside. So this is one kid that I just want to talk a little bit more about because I'm very excited about him. Number 11, number 11 bounce there, pump fake up and lays it up. So you're talking about a power forward in the Knicks camp there. If the Knicks can get this guy and sign him, man, if he could play good and he can get a contract in the G League and possibly like I said, hold on to him for a year or so and see what he can do. This is the future. He possibly could be the future. Like I said, Isaiah Roby could play center, even though he's also 6'8". But Isaiah Roby could play center in this league because of his strong lower body, ability to set picks and stuff like that. We'll see, man. We got Jericho Sims. Can't forget about him. We got Isaiah Hartenstein and stuff. But as you can see in open court, the guy can pull up, bring the ball down the court and pull up jump shots. Excellent basketball player, man. So I'm very intrigued by this guy, man. This guy's name is Michael Foster. We're about to play in a little while, man. So I'm checking out the time. I just wanted to get some quick thoughts out here, just to put it out to have reference for people to say, hey, you didn't say that, but hey, I can just send you the podcast that I put out and say, yeah, I did say that. Yeah, man. So just very very sexy stuff I see here. You know, Not really too much on face up stuff. Good old school post up moves and whatever. So I like it, man. Very under control, strong base, able to shoot over guys. Plant, this is strength can plant guys into the ground. So they can't even jump because of the way that he seals them down and punishes them. So that's good. Good running the floor, able to get to the basket. Like I said, he did have some knee issues and like maybe like little lower back issues and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But just that dude Michael Foster for those here, he is right at the top of the screen. Michael Foster, right in between Charlie Brown and Marcus Garrett. Take a look at that kid, man, because I think he's intriguing to me. Once again, Jalen Martin, for those that don't know, man, he's the guy that we signed to the two-way contract. I expect a lot of things from him. Not Isaiah Thomas, this guy, Charlie Ward was his coach. He vouches for him. He's a good player. If you got a chance to watch some of those elite games and whatever. You know, it's really just AAU, fast breaking, get up and down the court, watching young kids dunk kind of stuff. But he was impressive, man. Very strong, can control the ball and things of that nature. So I mean, I think he's going to be perfect for what the Knicks are trying to do. Tough-minded guys that are strong, get to the basket. Not going to be in trouble. That's one thing about Michael Foster, Jalen Martin, and some of these kids that we're bringing in here. They all seem to be cut from the same cloth as far as morals and just focus. You know, this kid Michael Foster, like I said, he's been just a basketball head. Nothing really going on in his past too much. You know what I'm saying? But just a guy that's just always in the gym, always around the right people, always around the right coaching, as you can see by his polished post-up game. Talking about Michael Foster. Trevor Keels went to Duke. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a little while, but I mean, for Duke to bring him into the mix, he's got to be a good player. You know, so all these guys come from good places. So I'm very anxious to see what's up. Shout out to everybody on Instagram here. You know, all these people that commented on the Knicks post. I would like to see more comments, man. You know, like we're Knicks fans, we need to get out there and be ignorant and really just talk about these guys, not just you know just joking and just looking for a reason to say the N word in the comments and stuff. But just scrolling through here, I see somebody here. Real NZ said Michael Foster would be good. Michael Foster's good, man. Like I said, I've been following the kid for a long time. You know, he is a really good basketball player. Like I said, there's quite a few people here that are interested in him, but I don't want to waste your time too much, man. I'm actually going to come on again at 5 o'clock to do the full watch along, play by play, and really get a chance to watch these Knicks here. It's gonna be coming on at 5 p.m. on NBA TV. So meet me in about 30 minutes, guys. I'm gonna go and I'll take care of my kids real quick. Give me something to eat, get myself refreshed, and I'll be ready to do some play-by-play, man. So this has been my little preview for the Summer League, man. Dice Yoshimoto. This is also him building himself up in the coaching ranks too. You know, like I said, everyone keeps talking about the other guy, but this one here is the one that they chose to run the Summer League. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for Johnny Bryant to be the associate head coach. This guy's also right there too, man. So, just something to think about as the future goes along, man. So anyway, I see you guys in about 30 minutes, man. I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting here about my Knicks. I love my Knicks. I love you guys too. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all this other stuff here. Comments too. I see you guys in the comments. Quite a few comments. Let me say what's up to you guys before I get up out of here. Who's the first one? Mega, of course. Got Geraldine, of course. I see Shot Powers here. And yeah, man, you guys are holding me down. See Generation JL also, Ivory 10, quite a few guys, man. So once again, I see you guys in about 30 minutes. I'm going to be doing the play-by-play. So I'll catch you guys in a little while. Peace. And I'll see you in a few.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back.